So you don't apply through the ATS because you're right, it's being tossed. Nobody's seeing your story through the ATS. You actually have to go around the ATS and get your story read by people that work at the company. So the way that we teach this at Work It Daily is that you identify, not recruiters and not the hiring manager and not HR, you identify people at the company where you have some sort of commonality. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of research, right? You're gonna have to look up people that work at the company, take a look at their profiles and see what you have in common. Did you go to the same school? Did you study something similar? Find something that you admire on their profile. And then what you do is send them a custom connection request on LinkedIn because you only have 300 characters. And you say, hey, can we connect? I see that you did this, or I see we share this in common, whatever it is. I have a quick question for you, all right? Or I have a story to share with you. That's even better, right? You've got to tease them into wanting to connect with you. Now you're going to play the numbers game here. You're going to reach out to 5 to 10 people in order to get to 2 or 4 of them who actually accept the connection request. But when they do, you then get to message them directly in LinkedIn and say, thank you so much for connecting. Attached is the story of why I'm such a huge fan of your company. I really, admire the fact that you've worked there. Would love to get your thoughts on it. Or would love the opportunity to hear your number one piece of advice on how to get hired there based on this story, right? So it's not a long-winded email because they're not going to read that. And again, the email is hinting at enclosed is the story, right? So you want them to open that letter up because the letter doesn't read like a cover letter. I wouldn't even call it that. It's really your connection story. And when you write it the way we teach you, because we teach you a very special format at Work It Daily for writing this, okay? And it ends up reading almost like an article. So they quickly skim it and go, ooh, this is really exciting. Let me read the whole thing. This is how you get it read. And this is how you now inspire somebody at the company to say, oh, you should talk to so-and-so. Or, let me introduce you to the hiring manager. And then you share the story with them. This is working every single day. Every day. Okay, so for all those negative Nellies out there that are like, nobody reads cover letters. Well, when you send them through an ATS system, you're right, they don't. But when you learn how to back channel very strategically and tell the story, they do. And this is how they get inspired to want to introduce you and help you get the interview. And this is working every single day. Okay, and the beautiful part about it is no two people tell the same story. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is that you might go, that sounds like a lot of work. And my answer to you is, how much do you want a job? How well is that ATS thing working for you? You're spending hours applying online, getting 0 things back except feeling depressed and defeated and rejected. Why wouldn't you switch it up a little and actually reach out to people at the companies you want to work for to tell them a really exciting story about yourself? That is what works. And now you start to build a relationship with potentially your future coworkers and start it off on a high note, because what are you doing? Telling them a story about how awesome their company is and why you respect and admire them. It's just a much better way to look for work. It's way more rewarding personally and professionally, okay? So I'm really glad you asked this question. Don't bother with the ATS. Learn how to back channel, and more importantly, learn how to write up this story correctly. So if you want to learn that, you know what to do. I have a 7-day free trial, 0 risk for you. I mean, this is such a good offer you can't refuse. To head over to Work It Daily right now, get a 7-day free trial, instant access to my cover letter plan, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And then while you're in there, check out the Make Recruiters Come to You course. Check out the How to Get Hired by Incredible Companies course. These are the things that are going to teach you how to get around the ATS system and get the job you want and truthfully that you deserve. Okay, my friends? So put some skin in the game, right? Just a little bit of learning, free trial, and watch what happens. I promise you. Good luck. Go get them.